Hello, good evening and welcome to Knatters Knits podcast. It's Monday the 28th of, I wanted to say January, December 2015. My name's Natalie and I'm coming to you from the north of England, well, a very soggy north of England. So if you're watching from anywhere where there has been flooding or there still is flooding, hi, thank you so much for joining in, and I hope things start improving for you soon. Also to the people in the States who've been going through those horrible tornadoes, and also in Australia where they've had those horrendous bushfires. If any of you are watching from any of those regions, please know that we're thinking about you at this time, and if there's anything that we can do to help, just post on the Ravelry pages for the Knatters Knits group and we'll see what we can do. Right, well, today is Monday and I'm sorry it's a day late, but unfortunately it's been the power cut season and yesterday we had power cuts, so just as I was ready to record the power went off. So that's why I'm a day late. Hopefully things will be okay this time, although this is take 3, so who knows. Right, one of the reasons I'm glad that I actually ended up podcasting late, I will get into a little later. Yeah, welcome to those of you who've never watched this podcast before. I do tend to ramble and I'm sorry, that's just the way I am. I don't know why I do. I just prattle on as if you're here with me and I'm talking to you, but you never get a chance to get a word in edgewise, if you know what I mean. Okay, so how's your Christmas been? I hope it's been a good one. We've had a lovely Christmas here at Shea Tidy. It's been quiet, but it's been a family one. It's been really nice because 2/3 of my children were here. It was just Kirsten and her son Josh that I didn't manage to see over the holidays, but we are making plans, aren't we, Kirsten? So hopefully things will improve and I'll get to see her fairly soon. It's been really quiet, really nice, playing lots of board games, eating lots of food, just the general Western way of celebrating Christmas, really. Not an awful lot of alcohol, although don't believe any stories you hear from my family to the contrary. I'll say no more. Right, so what have I been doing since last time? Well, yes, here they are. I haven't got the socks in question, because obviously they've headed down south. But there they are. One picture of Graham's socks. Finish them. Yeah, long story. And I can't get rid of them. And the other thing I wanted to show you is in here. So, yes, it did take me a very long time to finish them. So it was Boxing Day before I got them finished, and so he had a belated Christmas present. But he did have beer, and as there was beer, I think that probably was okay. But he'll tell you himself, I suppose, if he's not happy. What else have I been doing? Well, from a knitting point of view, because those socks took up so much time, there's not a lot else that I have done. I've worked a little bit on my baby scarf, which you may remember. It's just a pattern that I've made up as I go along. Yarn over knit 2 together, basically. And it's now doubled in size from what it was. So that's carrying on. And that is being knit out of Sirdar Snuggly, which is there. And that's colourway 228. It's just white with a little few blue splashes, and it's not any hint about the gender of the baby that my daughter's expecting, because I've no idea. No idea at all. I just know it's a bump and it's just started wriggling on time, on cue. Right, so that was that one. The other thing I've started doing is I've been using up some of the yarn that Ellie's daughter dyed. Ellie's from FO and Dye, and I've made an I-cord. And for those of you who don't know, an I-cord is simply, do you remember the old knitting Nancy's, or French knitting as it used to be called, where you had a little doll's head with 4 pins on the top, and you just, well, it's like that, except you just use 2 knitting needles, and basically you cast on your 4 stitches, put them on a straight needle like this. It does need to be double pointed, and so you cast on and then you knit all the way along, but you don't turn your needle round to go back again. You just bring the wool to the front and knit again. and then when you get to the end of the stitches, just bring the wool round and start knitting from this end again, and it makes a tube like this. This is a 4-stitch I-cord. I do love some of the colours in this, especially. I love them all, but I do like the very vibrant pink is great. I just really like it. There we go. So that is going to join a pair of mitts, and these are called Morris Baby Mitts, and they're by Wally One. That's WALLYONE, and they look like this. Just a little pair of infant's mitts, really, minus a spoon, of course. So this is as far as I've got with those. It says to do it magic loop, but I can't actually do magic loop, or at least I've never tried. So I'm doing them on DPNs, and again it says do them at 2.25s, and I'm doing them on 2.5mm. So that's them. And you can see if I put my thumb in there how big it actually is. They're not huge, but I think that's going to be quite nice. So I'm just doing a 1x1 rib at the moment. The other thing I have been doing, again with the same yarn, is a few squares, and depending on the size of needle they're coming out quite big, like this one, or a bit smaller, like that one. And I must admit I do prefer this second one. This is a bit too loose and open, which is just as well really, because these are the main size of most of them. I've discovered I've actually got 3 sizes of these mitered squares on the go, so it's either 3 blankets or a combination of maybe going 4 big ones in the middle, then the medium ones around it, and then the tiny ones all the way around the outside, or vice versa, so doing the small ones, then the medium, then the large. I'm not sure yet, or maybe a combination of them, I'm not sure. That might take a little bit more working out. So that's the mitered square, and it's 16 stitches here and 16 there, and decreasing in the middle where you usually put a marker. Dead easy really. So that's that one. I've shown you the baby blanket, I've shown you the squares, and I've talked about Graham's socks. That's the sum total of my knitting. However, my acquisitions is slightly different. First of all, I'd like to say thank you to Lynn for my scarf for Christmas. Very nice and cosy. Thank you. I did do a little bit of ordering from Ravelry.com. They were having a sale because somebody had messed up on the proofreading of the design for these. It's supposed to be made with all the different names. You can see them all there, like Southdown, Merino, Leicester. Unfortunately, this one here says Romerdale, and it should say Rommeldale. So that's why it was on sale. You can just about see it there. Now I don't know whether to just leave it as it is, or paint it in, or embroider it in. I'm not sure what to do. But there's quite a nice size pouch, very sturdy zip, and quite a nice size. Brilliant for putting socks in, or this little blanket, those sorts of things. So I bought that from the Ravelry shop. I also bought a t-shirt which had a similar design. The sheet was right across the chest. I'm not wearing it because it was XXL and I thought I could get away with wearing an XXL. No. It just about fitted my daughter, who's only, what, 16 weeks pregnant? But it just wasn't going to go anywhere near me at all. So I don't understand the sizing. But maybe that was part of the problem as well, I'm not sure. So that's that. So that was acquisitions, those ones, and now is confession time. You know, I said I was going to have a resolution and I wasn't going to buy any more yarn. Well, Boxing Day I might have slipped a bit. a bit more than just a bit. For those of you who haven't watched the podcast before, I was heard to say a couple of podcasts ago that Miss Babs Yowza was my desert island yarn. If I had to choose one yarn, it would be Miss Babs Yowza. Yeah. I went and bought a sweater's quantity. Oh my god. When I saw the conversion from dollars to English money, yes, I hadn't quite got it right. And then there was that very large international shipping price. Yeah, I think I blew a whole year's yarn money on enough for one sweater. What prat. Yeah, I'm a prat. I didn't intend to spend that much money. I know I'll love it, and I know it will make a fantastic jumper. But you're all going to have to hold me to the New Year's resolutions of no more yarn. Clearly me doing this and saying no more yarn last time just didn't work. So I'm going to try again. I really must try, because I don't earn that much money and I haven't got that much money to spend on more. So I've got to start using up some of the many skeins that I have, and this is just a small fraction of what I have in mind. Now, I have been saying that I would do certain draws for different things. I did draw last episode for the Christmas Knit All the Things, and I thought that this time round we would have a drawing for the first 100 members. So if you're a member of my Ravelry group, you will be entered into a draw once I reach 100 members for this gorgeous skein of Titus Bantam, which is from Bahram New. It is 70% British wool and 30% UK alpaca. Spun in Yorkshire, it's 350 yards or 320 metres, and it weighs 100 grams, and it recommends 2.75 to 3.25 millimetre needles. Wensleydale long wool, blue face Leicester, and 30% UK alpaca. It doesn't really show very true at the moment, but it is a really deep purpley red. Might just about be able to get it there, but it is really nice, lovely, soft and squishy, and the slightest hint of a sheep smell there, but nothing much really, or it could be an alpaca smell. But anyway, so get yourselves into the Ravelry group, make sure that you're a member, and then when I've got 100 members I will draw for this. Exciting, yeah? So that's the next one. If anybody knows Linda, tell her that she still hasn't claimed this yarn yet, so if she wants it, because she won the Christmas All the Things, she needs to PM me on that one. So that's 2 drawings down and a couple more to go, maybe. Something exciting may this way come. I haven't been to the pictures at all over Christmas. I still haven't seen Star Wars, so please no spoilers in the group. I really do want to go and watch it because I've heard varying opinions. My son wasn't that impressed. However, Dave from Episode17 seemed quite impressed with it. So I think the jury's out at the moment as to whether it's going to be a fantastic film or not. But I get the feeling it probably is a really good one, as so many people have gone to see it. So that's one of the things I want to watch. There were a couple of others that are coming out, but I can't remember exactly what at the moment. We don't tend to go to the pictures here as a family, because last time my husband went he collapsed, so it gives him bad memories of going to the pictures, so we tend to wait till the DVD comes out. So I think it's going to be a little while yet before I actually get to see that one, or any of the others really. But we'll see what we see, won't we? Things to do in 2015, well, 2016 even. I've done 2015, haven't I? Yeah, 3 days to go. I went to Yarndale this year, and I will probably put an application to go in again next year. Yes, I'm recording, Phil. My apologies for that interruption. Apparently my husband thought it was a good idea to come and tell me it was tea time and brought the food in. So I took a short break, and as I now can't remember what I was saying, if it was important, I'll talk about it next time. And I just really wanted to finish off the podcast by wishing you all a very happy 2016 and thanking you for watching me. So, Happy New Year, take care everybody, and I shall see you again in 2016.